Hi folks, the Filipina P here. And if you're thinking about bringing a woman back to the US on a fiance visa, then this video is for you because a lot of requirements have recently changed and the procedures get a lot stricter. Your criminal record, your income, even your social media presence are being examined like never before. And today I've got a guest who can explain what it all means and guide you through the process so you can finally be together with the woman you love. I'm here with my dear friend, Mr. Mike, and we're going to be talking about how to bring your Filipina back to the West the safe way. So, Mr. Mike is the owner of Alvis Visa and Immigration Services here in Cebu City. So, welcome back to my channel, Mr. Mike.
Oh, thanks, P. It's good to be here. It's good to see you again. I think folks that want to do a fiance visa, I've been doing these things for over 40 years. And in the last 2 years, it's gotten to be to the point that's very difficult. They're changing the rules all over the place and they're really getting strict. Oh, we do everything, okay? We do all the paperwork and we interview the girls and train her for everything.
So, you've been doing this for 40 years, 4 decades here.
40 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And 100% guaranteed.
It was, but there's no guarantee anymore
Of course,
because
there's no
we
guarantee.
don't know what they're going to do because
Okay.
the government is all over the place with this. Updated visa appointment system. First off, we collect all the documents. We authenticate and verify them, and then we prepare the package. And then the package is sent to the client for signing. The client then calls us and we walk him through the signing process, which is not difficult. But at the same time, the ladies in the office give him a briefing on what to expect next. So it goes down the road and he gets a notice that says, we received your paperwork. He gets a little farther down the road and he gets a notice that says it's been approved.
Okay.
At that point, things start hitting the fan.
Why?
Well, because you got to go through the upgraded system,
Okay. So there's like an upgraded system,
appointment system. Yeah.
appointment system for those guys who want to bring their Filipina back via K1, which is the fiance visa.
Right, the
Okay.
fiance visa.
Okay, so let's talk about the changes.
So they got to biometrics and interview are separated. We schedule the biometrics followed by the interview. Then the new system is known to be a disaster because of system crashes during the peak hours. I mean, it really is. Glitches, payment tracking errors. The guys make the payments and they don't show up.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Dependent issues. You want to add a dependent, you can't do it. It's very difficult. And actually, it's so difficult we don't expect the client to even attempt it. We do it.
Okay, so it's part of your service.
But keep
when
in
you-
mind, the ladies in the office may be sitting there doing 20 of these at the same time. And it's locked up, it's slow, it doesn't, I mean, it's really quite frustrating to work with. After they get the interview, the next problem we run into is your criminal history, which should have been on the application. If you've ever been convicted
We're talking about the guy here, right?
or arrested, yeah, the guy,
The guy, okay.
okay, the petitioner. And let's say it was 40 years ago you got arrested for drunk driving, and they decided, well, you weren't so drunk after all. We're going to expunge that record. If you pay the fine, we'll get rid of the record.
Okay.
Okay? And they tell you it's expunged. It doesn't show anywhere.
Okay.
You have to tell them about that. It has to be on the application. If you do not, they will find it. They're good at that stuff for some reason. And when they do, you've lied. And now you're really in deep hot water.
You're gonna be in big doo-doo.
Yeah, big doo-doo.
Okay.
So go to the courthouse in that area and say, hey, I need that expunged record. And they say, well, we don't have it. Well, then I need a statement from an appropriate authority that says that it's not there, they can't find it, they don't know what it was about.
Ah, so the USCIS is very finicky when it comes to your criminal record.
Oh, they're finicky as hell.
Okay.
Then the next thing is any criminal record that you do have, they want a copy of it.
Oh,
All the court transcript and everything with it.
okay.
They're really getting into this stuff.
Okay. Well, I have one question when it comes to the criminal record. Does it disqualify a guy to petition someone back to his home country if they've got like a history of physical abuse or something
That
along those
maybe.
lines?
Over the years, I had a guy in Seattle, Washington,
Mm-hmm.
that had 7 convictions.
7?
He had was convicted of growing marijuana, drug dealing, 4 or 5 of drunk, and it's only supposed to be 3. And we reported it all and showed it all, and they approved it.
Well, as long as you're being honest about it.
If you're being honest about it, and believe me, it's always best to be honest about it.
Yeah, I guess that's the best policy anyway, because they know.
You never get a good result out of a bad action. It's better to tell the truth.
Okay.
Far better.
And
Maybe they'll understand, maybe they won't, but still.
And this is the same thing with the Filipina. They should also be forthcoming with the
Oh, yeah,
things
yeah.
because
Well,
please do not forge any documents.
well,
Because
she's got to get a police clearance, so you know.
ah, okay, gotcha.
Okay.
All right, so next is
When we see failures, almost exclusively, they were because of a lack of an established relationship.
okay,
In other words, the guy came over, met the gal, filed the paperwork, and never sent her a letter, email, nothing, never communicated with her again, and
okay,
expected that to go through. You need to communicate with that girl frequently by Facebook, Messenger, WhatsApp, and you have to print those.
everything.
It has to be printable.
The conversation, like saying like,
Yeah,
"Hey, honey, I'm picking up some."
they'll read it. Or they read every bit of it. In fact,
But what if they're texting some naughty things?
well, we used to, before now, we used to read all their mail, the girls in the office,
Yeah.
and they would delete those letters and give them back to the girls. Hey, don't
Don't
submit this one to the embassy. These days, I don't think that works anymore.
They have to read everything.
I don't know whether they do or not, but if they catch it, they're going to catch it.
Don't you think it's kind of intrusive? I mean, that's kind of personal.
They're very personal, but they don't care. It's our government action, you know.
Oh,
Yes. Land of the
Okay.
free and home of the brave and all that other good stuff. You have to have nice, long emails that are substantive. You're talking about things. We're going to go this, or we're going to do this when you get here, and blah, 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 like that. So that
Okay.
shows that you really have a tie with that girl.
do they care for, I mean, how long the relationship is? Does it have to be like a couple of months or a year? Or what if they're so in love and they just met?
They file a paperwork, and from the time they file a paperwork, they start doing it. It's normally at least 7 months.
Oh,
So during
yeah.
that period of time is when they need to do it. One
Sure.
time I had a guy that flew through Manila,
Mm-hmm.
and at the airport he met a girl sitting on a stool next to him,
Okay.
and he took a bunch of pictures of her, went back to States, we filed the paperwork, and she got the visa. Boom, no problem. You know, that was no problem. But
Now,
now I'm sure there is. In the old days, the gold standard for the U.S. Embassy was a handwritten letter. If you had a handwritten letter to that girl, she had one back to you
uh-huh.
about once a week. Oh
Okay.
boy, you were solid gold.
Okay. You're
Now
home
they
free.
realize nobody writes letters anymore,
Correct.
so you got to use the emails,
Okay.
and you have to print them, and you can't go in with your phone calls and say, "Oh, here's my phone records." Well, they'll look at them and say, "Oh, that's fine," but do you think they're not going to call?
Okay.
And you can't take in a USB port and say, "Hey, I got all these things on USB." They're not going to do that. You have to have them printed and ready for them.
Like there's a hard copy.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, this one, U.S. Original Divorce Decree.
Yes, the original divorce decree. Over the years, always, a guy emailed us a copy of his divorce decree, and it was a it needs to be final divorce decree, need to be signed by the judge with the stamps on it. But he sent us a copy in the email. That would suffice. Or he would mail us a photocopy that
Okay.
he made. That would suffice.
But now,
But now they want the original. They want an actual copy from the courthouse with the ink stamp on it and the embossed seal and the judge's signature.
but what if he 20, 30 years
The
ago?
courthouse has got that copy. They got a record.
Okay.
If you got married 3 or 4 times, and one of them was when we were 17 years old. We got married, and we were only married for a couple of days, and she divorced me, or their parents, we annulled it or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then 40 years later, you went through 3 other divorces.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have to have them all, of course. But you don't tell them about the first one. They'll never find that. Yeah, they will. Trust me. The government will find that son of a gun. And if they do find it, now you committed fraud. And it's really hard to get out of that one. I've had that happen, okay?
They've got some splaining to do.
A lot of explaining to do. And if you can't get one, you make them, the courthouse, give you a statement and sign it, notarize it that says, we cannot find any record of this divorce.
Okay.
Where else were we here?
I think we are down here. CFO. The infamous CFO. So let's talk about that.
There's three interviews, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's the medical, and they ask questions. They look at the girl's wrist, if there's got scars on it. They know she tried to slice her wrist. She has to have a psychiatric evaluation right away. The next interview is actually the embassy.
Okay.
Third interview is CFO, that's Commission on Filipinos Overseas. It used to be run by the nuns, the Sisters of Mary Euphrasia here in Cebu.
Nuns, what do they know about marriage if they're nuns?
It's a long story.
Okay.
But they want to see that the girl knows what's going on and all that kind of stuff, right?
Okay.
They require now, I can't believe they do, but they want an FBI clearance.
FBI?
For the man.
For the man?
Yeah, the petitioner.
On top of the police clearance?
No good.
Oh, FBI. Wow.
They know he's got a police clearance. They know all these other clearances.
Okay.
But they want the FBI clearance. And that ain't easy to get.
Wow, it's really getting stricter.
Oh, that makes it very different. You know, the poor guy out there, he's just a mill worker or a truck driver or whatever.
Yeah.
He don't know what the hell to do with that.
True. Okay.
What do I do now? Well, the ladies in the office will coach him through that too, but it ain't easy.
Wow.
And
so the CFO, though, just to make it clear, this is for the Filipina, the beneficiary, right? The Filipina will get the CFO certificate.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not for the petitioner. This is for your Filipina.
Yeah.
Okay. This is to make sure, I think the government just want to make sure that they know who to call if something goes wrong, if the relationship goes south.
How to call 911 if you get abused and that kind of, and some of these guys are abusers, so.
Okay.
Pretty severe ones too. Did we mention social media?
Oh, no, not yet. Yeah, let's talk about the social media. This is the new thing for the USCIS.
This is another one where your government in action wants to know every bit of your life. But this is basically for the girl.
Oh, this is for the girl. Okay, what if they're shaking?
I'm sure they do both.
They're shaking their ass in TikTok. The government will know.
Oh, yeah, they want to know.
So girls, please stop doing that.
All visa applicants are required to list social media usernames, handles, or identifiers for every platform, and they must change their privacy settings to public on all social media platforms to complete the visa process.
Well, it's part of the screening process now. They want to make sure. I think it's a way for them to get to know you.
Maybe the girl's got another boyfriend, but the last thing is the interview. And this is another one where we see a lot of girls fail.
A lot of girls fail during the interview?
They go to and they come and see us after they get failed.
Uh-oh.
Other people's clients, not ours.
Okay.
When they go to the embassy, if they don't have all of the documents, what the procedure was in the old days, well, they say, oh, you're missing a birth certificate.
Uh-huh.
Go get one and reschedule your interview. No problem. The girl, oh my God, she'd go home and cry and she'd get her birth certificate that she didn't have before.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's a different situation. Rule is missing documents, no visa interview. Meaning if you come unprepared without lacking that, you will not be entertained and you will be informed automatically to reschedule your interview. Okay, well, that'd be fine.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have to go through the biometric stuff all over again.
then you have to go through the whole thing again,
Yeah.
like the biometric?
Yeah, you got to go through biometrics all over again. If you don't have the documents,
Oh,
the
no.
proper documents, they don't just say reschedule an appointment. We'll do this. You can't reschedule the appointment till you've done the bio. The process right now is taking a long time. It's taken 7 months to about 2 years for a
For fiance visa?
fiance visa.
No
And
kidding. K1 is now
a
7
lot of ours are going through in 7 months. They had no problem with that.
Okay.
But not all. It depends on who's working there at the embassy. We don't know who's in the embassy doing that, or at the National Visa Center. Who's looking at this paperwork? And maybe he gets your pile, and I said, "Oh, it's too difficult. I'll do this one." You know, it's just in order, and there's no rhyme or reason to it. I understand there's security. Okay, that's a good idea. And I've sat in that embassy, and when you go there, there's 200 girls in there waiting for those fiancé visas or tourist visas.
Right.
And you look around, you'll see some of them, you say, God, I hope she don't get a visa. I know this one's bad. You know, I've seen her down in the club, you know, that kind of thing. During this process, of course, they're pretty particular about your income. I told you about that.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about numbers.
I think right now it's $27,050.
Oh, okay. So before even trying to starting the process, you make sure that you qualify. That
And
you
make
can.
sure you got a adjusted gross income of that number. Shows on a tax return, shows on the transcript.
Oh, they have to prepare those documents too for the process, correct?
That they go in with a petition, yeah.
Well, just a little recap, guys. We were talking about the fiance visa, which is the K1, and now there are stricter policies to get through. And obviously, we can't really enumerate the requirements because it will vary from case to case, correct, Mr. Mike? Okay, so...
And then we got a K2 visa, by the way.
Right. K2 is for...
That's for children.
Ah, for children. Okay.
If your potential spouse has children, they come with her. And it's always approved.
Okay.
So they let the kids come. As long as they're less than 21 years old, of course.
Okay. Well, guys, if you need, they can call you for a free quotation or something.
They can call anytime for a free consultation. If they call my home number, they're going to have to leave a number, tell me what time zone they're in, and what time they want me to call them. And then I may have to stay up all night to call them, which I have done many times.
It's best to get the proper evaluation, talking to one of you folks here in Cebu, or call them, email them, and I'm going to leave all the contact details in the description box of this video. Again, thanks a lot for your time, Mr. Mike. I really appreciate talking with you today.
Oh, I really appreciate talking to you because you're cute.
Aw,
Yeah.
thank you. Well, I hope you enjoyed.
My wife said so too.
Oh, yeah, she approves. So anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed this segment. I'll be back next week with something else for you to consider. So that's it for today. Bye for now. If you think about it, I'm kind of like a Vulcan, using calm, cool logic to address your concerns about life in the Philippines. Like Mr. Spock, I'm a half-blood as well, with one foot in the east and one in the west, giving me the ability to meld with your mind on topics concerning the culture here. All that I ask in return is a thumbs up on this video, subscribing to my channel, and hitting the notification bell so you know when the next data has been presented for your analysis. And if you really want to become part of the crew, feel free to check out my Patreon page for bonus content and exclusive features. Oh, Jim, you look good today. Have you been working out? Oops, Bonfire. Well, since it looks like I'll be busy for the next few hours, I suggest you view my other videos during my absence. Oh, so that's the captain's log. Are you gonna make an entry?